For the last 71 years, we've watched some of the greatest moments in sports history.
The Celtics now lead 45, and West with a long jump. Russell deflected it and keeps it. Beautiful play. Feeds off quickly to Havlicek. Has been guarded by Krebs, who is holding back. Goes up. They jump long. Cousy throws it high in the air, and the Boston Celtics are the world champions. Oscar Robertson throws to Kareem. 7 seconds. Tinkle. Kareem with a big pressure shot.
Hayes setting something up with Larry Bird, who gets it low. What's a move on Byron Scott? What a move by Larry Bird. Along his double. They swat at it and steal it. Here comes Chicago. 17 seconds. 17 seconds from Game 7. Or from championship number 6. Jordan. Open. Chicago with the lead. It's Kobe again.
This fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach. Join the Miami Heat.
James pulls up, puts it in, 4-point lead. 35 for LeBron James. Timeout San Antonio.
Here's off the weather, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
But what if we went all the way back and redid it? Today is the year 1988, guys. Welcome back to another episode 13 of this 1949 NBA history resimulation, where, if you guys don't know, we're going from 1949 all the way to the current day as far as we can go, which is 70 years in 2K. So 2019-2020 season is probably where we're gonna get to, or right around there. So if you guys have missed any of the episodes before, down in the description I do have a playlist. Go check it out. You know, we've gone through a lot. I mean, every player, for the most part, we've put in the league. We have a top 5 list of greatest of all time. Basically mine as of right now: Bob Pettit, 5 MVPs, or 4 MVPs, sorry, 4 and 1 in the NBA Finals, 4 Finals MVPs. Bob Cousy is second with 5 MVPs and 2 and 1. Actually, you know what? No, Magic Johnson is my second. Magic Johnson is now second with 6 MVPs, and he's 2-0 in the NBA Finals. Number 3 is Bob Cousy with 5 MVPs, 2 and 1 in the Finals, 1 Finals MVP. And then, I mean, this is where it gets kind of tricky. I guess I would put Thurman and Rick Barry at 4 and 5 because they have the championships. Thurman 7 and 3, 4 Finals MVPs. Rick Barry has 2 regular season MVPs, 6 and 3 in the Finals, 3 Finals MVPs. And then just outside, Oscar 7 MVPs, 1 and 2 in the Finals. Kareem with 5 MVPs. Bernard King with 3 MVPs. But interesting enough, Larry Bird, no MVPs, regular season MVPs, but he's 2-0 in the NBA Finals with 2 Finals MVPs. So let me know in the comments, guys, like what do you think? I mean, David Thompson is actually up there too. He has 2 Finals MVPs. He's 4-0 in the Finals, I believe, right? They didn't lose any. So they might have lost one here. I don't know if he was in the league though. So yeah, that's, I mean, maybe David Thompson is up there. Nate Archibald won, let's see, 1 MVP or 1 Finals MVP. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Like, who do you guys think? What's your top 5 list, I guess? Or, you know what? We have enough players. Give me your top 10. Give me your top 10. If you guys have watched all the episodes, let me know in the comments below. Also, we have 2 new teams in the league this year. The Miami Heat have entered the league, and the Charlotte Hornets have entered the league. So we are in 1988. So and then in 1990, the Minnesota Timberwolves entered the league, and the Orlando Magic entered the league. So those 2 teams will be entering, and then we have 4 logo changes that I will try to remember to do this episode. The Nets have a logo change. The Pacers have a logo change, the Blazers have a logo change, and the Spurs. We also have a couple of retirements here, actually a few big ones. So Kareem obviously is the biggest one, 5 MVPs in his career. I mean, he didn't have he had some crazy numbers for a career, 24 points per game, 19 rebounds. Pretty much with Houston, his last 2 years he spent with Portland. Charlie Scott retires. I don't think he ever won a championship, right? Or no, he did. Okay, so yeah, the Knicks won, and I believe that's 1968. No, that's in 1978, I believe, right? The 40s are in the 40s are the 70s, 50s are the 80s, I believe, because we're in 58 right now. So yeah, Charlie Scott with the 1 championship. Artis Gilmore does retire. I mean, he was a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, but never really got to the championship. He was with the Bulls for most of his career. Spencer Haywood won 2 NBA titles. 5-time All-Star George McGinnis won a title in '78. Bill Walton had a quiet career. I believe he was drafted by Cleveland. So, I mean, let's see. Was he? I think he was in Cleveland. Yeah. Well, so he went. Yeah, he was in Cleveland for most of his career. Went to Boston for a couple of years, and then Washington the last 2 years. If he would have just stuck with Boston, he would have got a couple of championships. But you know, there goes that. So Kareem and Spencer Haywood are the only 2 to get into the Hall of Fame. And then jersey retirement, Spencer Haywood, Kareem, and then Artis Gilmore got his number retired in Chicago. And here's the draft lottery. So we are going to give the Heat and the Hornets a pick just to kind of accelerate their process. So the Heat with the number 1 pick, Hornets 2, Supersonics with the 3rd, Rockets with the 4th, Suns with the 5th, Hawks with the 6th, and so on and so forth. So Mavericks got the Kings pick, which does really hurt the Kings and Magic Johnson. But yeah, let's see how many players are in this draft, and I'll see you guys in the NBA draft. So here we are in the 1988 NBA draft, and the number 1 pick to the Miami Heat is Danny Manning. With the 2nd overall pick, the Charlotte Hornets take Mitch Richmond. The Seattle Supersonics with the 3rd pick take Ronnie Sakali. Again, sorry if I say names wrong, I apologize. Ross Strickland goes to the Houston Rockets. The Phoenix Suns take Rex Chapman. The Atlanta Hawks with the 6th pick take Vernon Maxwell. With the 7th pick, the Clippers take Hershey Hawkins. The Bullets with the 8th pick take, oh shoot, there was a trade. Okay, so it's with the Hawks and the Bullets. So let's see here. So Phoenix's 8th overall pick is going to the Bullets. The Hawks are getting Frank Burkowski and a 1992 first round pick. By the way, that's Shaq's draft. Also, Dylan Hines is a throw-in. So, okay, interesting. So the Hawks take Charles Smith. The New Jersey Nets take Steve Kerr. And with the 10th pick, the Dallas Mavericks take Brian Shaw. With the 11th pick, a couple of coaches there. With the 11th pick, there is a trade with the no team. Okay, that's not going to go. Tom Tolbert goes to the Knicks. The Knicks, once again, trying to trade their picks. They try and trade every pick that they get. It's unbelievable. The Utah Jazz take Will Perdue. The 13th pick, the Portland Trailblazers take Rick Smits. With the 14th pick, the Pacers take Dan Murrell. I'm just going to say, I'm guessing the J is silent. I have no idea. And the 76ers with pick 15 take Nick Longley. I don't think that's a real player. So they'll take Mark Bryant. And I believe that should be... Oh, and then Vinny Del Negro goes to the Pistons. Shoot, I forgot to give the Pistons their pick. So Del Negro will go to the Pistons. All right, so we had a lot of restricted free agents, obviously, with Jordan's draft. MJ does re-sign with the Warriors. Stockton re-signs with the Bulls. Larry Nance stays with the Knicks. Barkley stays with the Bullets. Willis stays with the Cavs. Larry Drew goes from Washington to the Hornets. Let's see. Buck Williams stays in Indiana. Alton Lister goes from... Oh, no, stays in San Antonio. Bobby Jones stays in New York. Danny Ainge stays in Houston. Cartwright goes to Portland. George Johnson stays with the Warriors. Let's see. Richardson stays with the 76ers. Cousy stays or goes to the Heat. And there's the rest. I'm not going to go through all of them as we're kind of getting lower into like the overalls. But there's the rest of them. And and Elijah stayed with the Lakers, by the way. So there you go. There's free agency. All right, so the 1988-1989 NBA season is over, and Magic Johnson wins his 7th MVP. 32 points per game, 8 rebounds, 12.5 assists, 2.6 steals, and he ties the record for most MVPs in this simulation with Oscar Robertson. Yeah, pretty crazy. He's also 2-0 in the NBA Finals, so he's one of the greatest. He's definitely the top 2. I don't know if he's better than Pettit, but I mean, I think I would have to say he's going up against better competition too. So, yeah, I mean, he might be the best. Danny Manning wins Rookie of the Year. Spud Webb wins Sixth Man of the Year. Hakeem wins Defensive Player of the Year. And Coach of the Year is Damian Holmes. So, all NBA first team got Magic, Clyde, Tom Chambers, Bernard King, and Hakeem. All NBA second team got Isaiah, Michael Jordan, Karl Malone, Larry Bird, and Ralph Sampson. And then all NBA third team got Jim Paxson, Reggie Theus, Clark Kellogg, Charles Barkley, and Jack Sikma. Barkley up to 20 and 15. So Barkley, he's getting much better now. Jordan's up to 99. Isaiah's a 98. Bird's a 97. Karl Malone's a 93. And then Magic is a 98. Clyde is a 98. Hakeem is a 99. So there's all the overalls there. All defensive first team. Magic is on there. Jordan's on there. Hakeem is obviously on there. Fat Lever, Clyde, Charles Barkley, Larry Nance, and Ralph Sampson round out the all defensive second team. So on to the playoffs. The Dallas Mavericks with the number 1 seed. They're going up against the Utah Jazz. This Utah Jazz team has been good for a long time. At least they barely make the playoffs pretty much every year. And then the Dallas Mavericks are really good. You got Craig Elo, James Worthy, David Robinson, and Patrick Ewing. David Robinson just in his second year. Patrick Ewing in his, 4th year. James Worthy in his 7th year. So they got a really, really good team. Otis Thorpe is on this team. Del Curry's on this team. Brian Shaw's on this team. This is a really, really good team. You got the San Antonio Spurs versus LA Lakers. MJ is the 3rd seed with Golden State. They're going up against Denver. And Magic Johnson with the Kings. They are the 2 seed after being an 8 seed last year, I believe. And then they're going up against the Houston Rockets with Scotty, John Sally, Danny Ainge, Terry Porter. On the East, the Boston Celtics, no surprise here. Larry Bird, David Thompson, Karl Malone, Robert Parrish. This team is so freaking good. Craig Hodges. They're the number 1 seed going up against Indiana. You got Detroit versus Milwaukee there. Dominique Wilkins going up against Clyde Drexler, Jeff Malone, Mark Eaton. And then we got Cleveland versus New York. Isaiah versus the Knicks. He's going up against Doc Rivers. And then got the Bulls versus the Nets. The Nets are back in the playoffs after losing Larry Bird. Brad Davis, John Stockton, Kiki Vandeweghe. The Bulls have a decent team. And they're going up obviously against the New Jersey Nets. So here we go, round 1, and the Bulls are out, the Pacers are out, Michael Jordan is eliminated in round 1. The Knicks are out, the Bucks are out, and the number 1 seeded Dallas Mavericks are out. Wow, okay. So we got Hakeem versus 8 seeded Utah Jazz. We got Magic versus Bernard King and the Denver Nuggets. We got obviously Boston with Larry Bird up against Dominique, and then we got also Throw Bailey, James Edwards, Bill Wennington. That's a pretty good team. Billy Thompson, and then Cleveland versus the Nets. So Isaiah Thomas going up against the Nets. The Bulls were upset in the first round. So here we go, round 2. The Nuggets are eliminated. So Magic Johnson onto the NBA onto the Western Conference Finals. The Nets are eliminated, the Jazz are eliminated, and the Pistons are eliminated. So we had some big stories here. We got Magic versus Hakeem, along with John Paxson, Jeff Hornacek, Xavier McDaniels, Sam Perkins, George Irvin. That's a really good team. And then we got Larry Bird with David Thompson, Karl Malone, Robert Parrish, Clement Johnson, Craig Hodges versus Isaiah, Paul Pressey, Scott Wedman, Charles Oakley, and Ralph Sampson. Kevin Willis is also on this team. This is actually this might be the best conference finals. Both of them combined, the best conference finals we've probably ever had. So here we go. This is gonna be good. Will we get a Bird versus Magic NBA Finals for the first time? Both series are tied at 1. Cleveland and LA take a 2-1 lead. We could have Isaiah versus Hakeem in the NBA Finals. And Cleveland beats the defending champions. Boston can't go back, can't repeat. And the Lakers are up 2-1 against the Kings. So here we go. The Kings and the Lakers. And the Kings and Magic Johnson are eliminated. We got Hakeem Olajuwon versus Isaiah Thomas in the 1989 NBA Finals. And this is where the Detroit Pistons in real life with Isaiah were going crazy. So, I mean, we got maybe the bad boy Cavs this time around. Not bad. So here we go. Game 1, Isaiah versus Hakeem. Game 1 goes to Isaiah. Game 1 goes to Isaiah. Game 2 goes to Hakeem. Game 3 goes to Isaiah. Game 4 goes to Isaiah. So Isaiah Thomas could possibly win his first NBA championship in 1989, which I believe he did in real life as well. But the Lakers are going to stay alive here. They win 110-94, and the Lakers force a Game 6. So Game 6, here we go. Into the Simcast, and the Lakers have an early lead. It is pretty close though, 7-point game. And yeah, the Lakers are pulling away here, 115-100, and they win 122-106. McDaniel 35-7, George Irvin 31, Olajuwon 27, 6-3. John, oh wow, this is a good team. Like, and then they have Jeff. This is a really good team. So here we go, Game 7, Cavs in LA. Can the Lakers? Is this gonna be the Lakers' first title? No. I believe they're second, right? They're 1-2, I believe, because Oscar only got them 1, and I believe that's all they ever won because they didn't win early on. So they could be winning their second NBA title here completely. So, and the Cavs are going for their first. And here at the half, we got 59-56, close game. At the end of the third, the Lakers are pulling away 98-83. 1 minute 21 seconds to go. The Lakers have a 124-107 lead, and that will do it. The LA Lakers are NBA champions for the second time in this NBA simulation. Hakeem Olajuwon, a 99 overall, one of the best players in the league, and he wins the Finals MVP, 27 points and 13 rebounds per game, 2 steals, almost 3 blocks per game. He is dominant. He's going to be really, really good and might make a case for, you know, one of the greatest of all time if he can continue it, maybe win a couple MVPs. He has a DPOYs to kind of show for it, so not bad start for Hakeem. He's only 24 years old. So some player retirements here: Michael Thompson, Bob McAdoo, Brian Winters, Chuck Robinson, Maurice Lucas, Harvey Catchings, Alvin Adams, Dan Fuller. They all retire here this year. Maybe a couple of Hall of Fame players. Yeah, we should get a couple here. Chuck Robinson is only one. 16 and 17 a game. I don't think Chuck ever won a championship though, right, with Seattle. Or no, they did win. They won in 72. So there you go. Chuck Robinson is in the Hall of Fame. Okay, so here we are in the 1989 NBA draft. The number 1 pick I am giving to the Orlando Magic. They have entered the league. Minnesota is next year. So the Orlando Magic pick Sean Kemp. With the number 2 pick, the Phoenix Suns take Sean Elliott. With the 3rd pick, the Hornets take Vlade Divac. With the 4th pick, the Clippers take Glenn Rice. With the 5th pick, the Bullets, they will take Tim Hardaway. It's a good pick. Seattle with the 6th pick, they take Tom Hammonds. With the 7th pick, the Atlanta Hawks take BJ Armstrong. Portland at 8 takes Nick Anderson. And at 9, Miami takes Doug West. At 10, the 76ers take Stacey King. And then at 11, the Jazz take an auto-generate player. All right. And then the Bullets take Cliff Robinson. Okay, so we have a big free agency here this season. Bernard King is a free agent, and I believe Dominique Wilkins is a free agent. Karl Malone, so we have a couple restricted. Karl Malone does stay with the Celtics. Bernard King went to a no team, and Wilkins went to a no team. Okay, well, they're gonna go back to their original teams because, you know, the stupid 2K. I gotta fix that. Patrick Ewing stays with the Mavericks here. Sidney Moncrief stays with the Spurs. Chris Mullin stays with the Spurs. Joe Dumars stays with Portland. Oakley stays with the Cavs. Blackman stays with the Kings. McDaniel stays with the Lakers. Bud Webb goes from Phoenix to Miami. Interesting. All right, so the 1989-1990 NBA season is over, and Hakeem Olajuwon wins MVP. 27 points per game, 19 rebounds, almost 2 steals, 2 assists, 3 blocks, 52% from the field. He wins MVP after winning a title the year before. Not bad. Tim Hardaway wins Rookie of the Year, 22 and 9 assists. Mark Jackson, 6th Man of the Year. DPOY is Hakeem. Mark Jackson, Most Improved. Okay. And then Homer Coach of the Year. Magic Johnson averaged 25. Oh, wow. His averages were a lot lower this year. 25, 8, and 11. He is 29 years old. Still 98 overall. Clyde Drexler, Bernard King, Larry Bird, 29, 6, and 6. and Hakeem Olajuwon. Tim Hardaway, Glenn Rice, Sean Kemp, Vlade Divac, and this Harry Knight dude apparently. And then oh wait, that was the all defensive team, huh? Here is the All-NBA second team: Jim Paxson, Sleepy Floyd, Chris Mullin, Tom Chambers, and Ralph Sampson. And then All-NBA third team, we got Isaiah, Mitch Richmond, Clark Kellogg, Terry Cummings, and Jack Sigma. No Michael Jordan. Jordan, though, on the all-defensive first team, 27, 5, and 5 a game, 2.4 steals. Fat Lever, Kevin McHale, Charles Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon. And then the all-defensive second team got Magic, Clyde, Bernard King, Larry Nance, and Patrick Ewing. So, on to the playoffs. The Dallas Mavericks, still with the number 1 seed. They got Del Curry, James Worthy, David Robinson is up to a 93 overall now. Patrick Ewing, Otis Thorpe. Patrick Ewing is up to a 94 now, only in his 5th year. David Robinson, his 3rd year. So, Otis Thorpe. This team is still really good. They lost in the first round last year. So, again, against the Utah Jazz. The Lakers are the 4 seed with the MVP, Hakeem Olajuwon. Denver is 5. San Antonio is 3. Magic with the Kings are 6. And then Michael Jordan with the Golden State Warriors are the 2 seed up against Portland. Larry Bird with Boston is the 1 seed up against Philly. Chicago, Detroit. Isaiah is up against Miami, and Washington is up against the Knicks. Washington with Tim Hardaway, Charles Barkley, Sabonis. That's not a bad team. They're going up against the Knicks with Doc Rivers, Darryl Griffith, Larry Nance, James Donaldson, Otis Birdsong. So here we go. Round 1. Can MJ finally get a championship? Can Magic get back? Can Bird get back? Can Hakeem win a back-to-back? We'll see. Philly, Utah, Miami, Chicago all eliminated. Magic Johnson is eliminated. Bernard King is eliminated. New York Knicks are eliminated. The Blazers are eliminated. So we got the big 3 in Dallas with James Worthy, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. And they're going up against Hakeem Olajuwon with John Paxson, Jeff Hornacek, Xavier McDaniel, and Sam Perkins. And then we got Michael Jordan and his Golden State Warriors up against the San Antonio Spurs. And then on the East, we got Boston up against Detroit. And then we got Washington with Tim Hardaway and Charles Barkley versus Isaiah and his group in Cleveland. So here we go. Round 2. And the Cavs are eliminated. So Isaiah is not going to back-to-back NBA Finals. Detroit with Wilkins is eliminated. Michael Jordan is eliminated by San Antonio. And the defending champions, the LA Lakers, are eliminated. We got San Antonio against Dallas. Dallas is really good this year. And then the Boston Celtics up against the Tim Hardaway and Charles Barkley led Bullets, sorry. So here we go. The conference finals. Dallas takes a 2-0 lead. Boston takes a 2-0 lead. And they're probably both going to be sweeps. No, they're not sweeps, but Boston wins in 4. And Dallas wins and gets a sweep. So here we go. Dallas Mavericks versus the Boston Celtics. The 2 number 1 seeds. And can Larry Bird get his 3rd NBA title and pass Magic Johnson? Here we go. Game 1 goes to the Mavericks. Game 2 goes to the Mavericks. Game 3 goes to Dallas. All right, so Dallas is a little OP. Patrick Ewing, David Robinson. That's a ridiculous team, and looks like 117-107. Yeah, they're gonna take it. 126-114. Larry Bird gets swept in the Dallas Mavericks with James Worthy, who won Finals MVP, along with David Robinson and Patrick Ewing, win their first NBA title. James Worthy is a 98 overall. They got 3 guys who are like going to be above 95, possibly 98. That is ridiculous. And James Worthy is only 27. So this is you know what? This might be a dynasty in the making. We'll see what happens. But they win their first NBA title. On to the offseason here. Player retirements. Just a couple. Fred Brown and Julius Erving both retire. Neither of them really did much. Fred Brown, though, with Houston, they were pretty good for a while, but they never won a title. He was the duo to go along with Kareem. So there you go. There's retirements. We'll head on to the NBA draft. All right, so here we are in the 1990 NBA draft, and the Minnesota Timberwolves are coming into the league. So we are going to give them the number 1 pick, and they take Derek Coleman with the number 1 pick. I do need to update, obviously like the team logo and jerseys and all that. But for now, they are a no team essentially, but they get Derek Coleman. With the number 2 pick, the Orlando Magic take Gary Payton. With the 3rd pick, the Charlotte Hornets take Mohamed Abdul-Rauf. The LA Clippers take Anthony Bonner, and then the Seattle Supersonics with the 5th pick take Cedric Ceballos. Man, these names are getting harder and harder, aren't they? Let's see. Oh, okay. So the Magic are receiving the Clippers' first-round pick for a couple of guys. All right. Let's go. Okay. Well, they'll take Milwaukee's pick. So yeah, fine. The Magic are making a couple of trades here. So the Magic draft Kendall Gill to go along with who? Gary Payton. And then D Brown goes to the Pacers with the 8th pick. The Atlanta Hawks want to trade their pick to the Pacers for a future first-round pick. So yeah, all right, let's let them do this. So Atlanta is giving up their pick, and the Pacers are taking Dennis Scott. The 9th pick, the New Jersey Nets are taking Eldon Campbell, and then with pick 10, the Houston Rockets want to trade their pick, so we'll go ahead and let them do that. And the New Jersey Nets then pick Tyrone Hill, and then the Phoenix Suns with the what is this, 11th pick, they take Antonio Davis, and the 76ers with pick 12, they take Judd Bueller. Okay. You know what? We're just going to move on from that. And the Knicks obviously don't take a real player because they're the Knicks. They take Tony Kukoc. All right, so we are in the 1990 NBA free agency, and Mark Aguirre, he does resign with Portland. Dennis Johnson stays with the Warriors. Kellogg stays with the Suns. Nope, he goes from the Nets to the Suns. Derek Harper goes from Portland to New Jersey. Cliff Levingston stays with the Spurs. Thee stays with the Spurs. And then let's see, anyone else? Clement Johnson goes from Boston to Washington. And then yeah, a couple of these other ones here. So George Irvin leaves the Lakers to the Magic. Alex English leaves the Supersonics to the Magic. Wow, so they get a couple of veterans. I mean, they're older, but that's gonna help them. The Mavericks do re-sign Del Curry. So yeah, there you go. There's free agency, guys. Let's go into the NBA season. All right, so the 1990-1991 NBA season is over, and Hakeem Olajuwon wins his 2nd straight MVP, 31 points per game, 19 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks per game. Rookie of the year is Derek Coleman with the new Minnesota Timberwolves, 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. Mark Jackson is the 6th man of the year. Defensive player of the year is Hakeem. And coach of the year is Homer Cook. So all NBA first team got Magic, 27, 7, 11. Got Isaiah, Karl Malone, Bernard King, and Hakeem Olajuwon. And then the all NBA second team got Tim Hardaway, Clyde Drexler, Tom Chambers, Clark Kellogg, and David Robinson. And then all NBA third team, Fat Lever, Jim Paxson, James Worthy, Chris Mullin, and Ralph Sampson. Here's the year all defensive first team. Michael Jordan, once again, 28, 5, and 6. Fat Lever, Barkley, Kevin McHale, and Olajuwon. And then second team got Magic, Clyde, Bernard King, Karl Malone, and Patrick Ewing. So on to the playoffs. Dallas, again, the defending champs, are a 1 seed. They will be playing Magic in the 8 seed. The Lakers are a 4 seed. Utah's a 5. Seattle and Phoenix. And then San Antonio is a 2 seed, with Portland being a 7 seed. And then in the East, wow, Boston fell to 5. Interesting. I guess a couple guys are getting older. Yeah, while David Thompson is now just a 79 overall coming off the bench. So you have your big 3 here, but Robert Parrish is now getting older, so it's really Karl Malone and Larry Bird, and then Craig Hodges. So that team, I mean, they're still good, but they are the 5 seed. You got Chicago, Miami, and then Cleveland and New York. So here we go. Round 1, and the Heat are gone. Boston and Larry Bird is gone. Suns are gone. The Knicks are gone. The Spurs are gone. Wow, the 2 seed Knicks or Spurs are gone. Kansas City Kings are gone. Utah is gone. Detroit is gone. So we got Dallas and LA. So the defending champs against the MVP. Got Seattle and Portland. Wow, Seattle has really just a solid team. No real stars, it doesn't look like, but they're deep. And then they got Portland, Fat Lever, still 95 overall. He's 28 years old. Joe Dumars, Mark Aguirre, Kevin McHale. Whoa, this team is good. How are they a 7 seed? And then you got Washington, with Tim Hardaway in 84 overall. You got Byron Scott, Charles Barkley, Clement Johnson, Markey in Philly with, I mean, just again, I mean, no stars. I mean, Tom Chambers has won an MVP, I believe. Maybe not. It's been close at least. So they're okay. Cleveland, obviously, with Isaiah, Charles Oakley, Ralph Sampson. Oakley is 25 years old. And then Chicago with John Stockton, Kiki Vandeweghe, Terry Cummings, Mark Jackson, Hot Rod Williams. So I mean, they're a decent team too. But I would expect Washington and Cleveland to win their series. Probably Dallas, and then Portland, I think, is going to upset Seattle. But Seattle does get eliminated. Chicago is eliminated. The Lakers are eliminated. And the 76ers are eliminated. So we got Washington, Cleveland, just like I said. And then we got Dallas and Portland. Wow, I nailed that. Okay, so here we go. Can Dallas repeat as NBA champions? Can Cleveland get back after losing to... who did they lose to? The Lakers? The Lakers. So we'll see what happens. Here we go. The conference finals. 1-1, Dallas and Portland. Cleveland has a 2-0 lead over Washington. The Bullets are eliminated, and the Blazers are eliminated. So the Dallas Mavericks can win back-to-back champions here with their big three, a really big four. I mean, Del Curry is solid, James Worthy, David Robinson, and Patrick Ewing. A 95, a 96, and a 98. With Otis Thorpe coming off the bench. Yeah, no, this is a dynasty in the making, and they're all young. James Worthy, 28. David Robinson, 23. Patrick Ewing, 25. So, like, they've got a couple more years. Like, I mean, at least with James Worthy, they probably got another 4 years with him at the top of his game. So, they're going to be around for a really long time. So, here we go. Can Isaiah win his first championship? Right? Or did they win one? Yeah, so Cleveland lost 2 years ago to the Lakers. So, here we go. Game 2, Cleveland does win. Game 3, Cleveland wins. Game 4, Cleveland wins. Wow. Okay, so Cleveland up 3-1. Isaiah Thomas trying to get his first. And Dallas with a 2-point lead. 5-point lead for the Cavs here in the 4th. 3-point lead. Oh, this is the one that we are going to definitely jump into here. Let's get it down to about a minute here. The Cavs with the 107-10. Oh, Cleveland or Dallas with a 108-107 lead. 53 seconds to go. Can Dallas stay alive here? Let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so we have Dallas with the ball here. Into this other Ewing, not a real player, but they're probably gonna get in the post here to Patrick Ewing, and nope, they're gonna run another screen. All right, Dallas is up one with 40 seconds to go though, and wow, that was okay. Well, let's just not pass the ball, Dallas. Like, what's going on here? Over to Presley though. Cleveland again has a chance to win this series. 26 seconds to go. Step back and good. All right. And I believe that was who? That was Pressey. So 109-108, Dallas down by 1. So Ralph Sampson is your player of the game for the Cavs. 34 points. Dallas with 24 seconds to go. They're going to have a chance to win this thing. They're going to run a pick and roll over to Ewing. Yeah, they're probably going to hold the ball here. Most likely. Whitman. Yeah, they're just going to hold it until the last second shot. 10 seconds to go. Come on. Can Patrick Ewing? Oh, jumper is good. 7 seconds to go. Dallas with the 1-point lead. All right, here we go. 6 seconds to go. And Isaiah with the ball into the post is Sampson. He gets doubled, but he's going to have to... Oh, they called out of bounds. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Wow, I thought that was going to be called a foul. So Cleveland's still with the ball, though. A second to go. Into Sampson. Oh, he couldn't win the series, though. Dallas forces a game 6. So game 6, here we go, and Dallas is blowing Cleveland out in Cleveland, and they're going to force a game 7. Wow. All right, we have a game 7. Dallas trying to win back-to-back championships. Cleveland trying not to go 0-2 in the NBA Finals with their franchise history. So here we go. Game 7. An early lead for Dallas. Ooh, wow, they're up by 17. At the half, they're up by 14. At the end of the third, they're up by 11. Okay. Cleveland's trying to come back. They're down by 11 still. Down by 11. And down by 8. Yeah, this is going to Dallas. That will do it. The Dallas Mavericks win back-to-back NBA titles. David Robinson is your finals MVP this time. 19 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 2.4 blocks. He's a 96 overall. And the trio, Worthy, David Robinson, and Patrick Ewing. This is a brand new dynasty, guys. They've gone back-to-back championships. And let me know in the comments, how many in a row do you think this team is going to win? Because they're pretty good. Other than that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. The 3 seasons, Hakeem Olajuwon has won back-to-back MVPs. He won a championship. Magic Johnson has, 7 MVPs now with 2-0 in the NBA Finals. Bird is 2-1 in the NBA Finals. And this Dallas team, they're 2-0. The Lakers and with Hakeem, they're 1-0 in the finals. But MJ really hasn't done anything so far. But again, in real life, he didn't win his first until 1991. So we're at that point. He should have won it this year. But we'll see what happens with Golden State and with Jordan. Maybe he leaves Golden State. Who knows? But anyways, in the comments below, let me know again. Who do you guys think is the greatest of all time right now? Maybe your top 10 players of all time, and how far is Dallas gonna go? How many championships in a row? Like David Robinson is 23 years old and he just won a Finals MVP. Like this team is gonna be around for a long, long time. Next episode, Shaq enters the league. The episode after that, Kobe enters the league. We'll also have another team or two enter the league here in a couple of episodes. I believe like Toronto is still still has entered the league. Memphis or Vancouver, and then I can't remember who else, but there's 4 teams left to enter the league. So again, we're getting close to the end of this series. I believe we're on episode 14. So 10 more episodes to go. Again, if you guys are enjoying it, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Again, we are 147 subscribers away from or maybe 140 at this point, away from 1,000. So subscribe and hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, guys.